Angelina Jolie alleges Brad Pitt choked their child and struck another in the face. Brad and Angelina and the kids were on a private transatlantic flight from France back to California. Brad Pitt says he's sick to his stomach over these continuing abuse allegations, and he maintains that Angelina will stop at nothing to ruin his name. Do we have another Amber Heard situation here, or is she more like Meghan Markle, the queen of victimhood? Who can forget the vial of blood Angelina wore on her neck during her marriage to Billy Bob Thornton? They were, quote, married from 2000 to 2003, a very brief marriage. Brad and Angelina were, quote, married from 2014 to 2016, only 2 years. Brad Pitt admits to using alcohol as an escape before getting sober, and he did this following his divorce from Angelina in 2016. That's a long time. These events occurred in 2016. It's now 2022, and it's about to be 2023 before any of this goes back to court for trial. That's 7 years. Brangelina were only married for 2 years. Angelina's allegations are that on this flight in 2016, Brad had a confrontation with one of the children and ended up choking this child. Then another child jumped in and he struck or shoved the other child. Pitt accused Jolie during this time of being too deferential toward the children, and he verbally attacked her. She states he then pulled her into the bathroom, where he grabbed her by the shoulders and pushed her into the bathroom wall. Since all of this occurred on an international flight, these were potentially federal crimes. Federal investigators investigated the incidents and declined to prosecute. Later, Angelina alleged child abuse to the Los Angeles County Department of Children and Family Services. She stated that Pitt had poured beer and red wine on her and also on the children. Pitt was also cleared of all abuse allegations in Los Angeles in November 2016. Pitt and Jolie purchased a winery, Miraval, upon their union in 2014. They penned an agreement to never sell their stake in the winery without the other's consent. Pitt claims Jolie illegally sold her stake in the winery to their chief competitor, quote, solely to inflict harm on Pitt. Jolie claims he offered to buy her share of the winery, but tacked on a non-disclosure agreement that would have contractually prohibited her from speaking outside of court about Pitt's physical and emotional abuse of her and their children. Oh boy. Let's take a look at their tumultuous relationship and these allegations in the cards. Good day, YouTubers. Welcome back to my channel. Time for a spot of royalty. I'm Joseph Magi, author of Playing Card Divination Fortune Telling, The Magi Method. Find the book worldwide on Amazon and Kindle and paperback versions. Find the full color card deck used here on Etsy/Magi Method. All right, let's take a look at Angelina and Brad. Let's take a look first at their marriage. I mean, how was it? I mean, I think they were together for quite a long time, because you can see during their marriage ceremony, where Angelina's wearing white and Brad is in his good suit. All the kids are there. All 6 kids are there. So they were together unmarried for quite a long time, and then they married, and it broke apart very quickly. So was this a peaceful marriage or a rocky marriage? What was it like? Because if you marry a narcissist, they love bomb you. They're perfect. They like everything you like. Their goals are all the same as you. You know, they're perfect. They're just mirroring you. Okay? And then as soon as they've got you, then everything starts to change, and it becomes a game of control and deception and gaslighting. So what was their marriage like? Because it only lasted 2 years. And Meghan Markle was like that too. She was with Trevor Engelson for like 7 years total, but they were only married for 2. And then the way that she dissed him, just sending the ring back while she's in Canada, staying with Corey Vitiello, that was just wow. Man, oh man. And he's so upset he never wants to speak to her again. Who can blame him? So how was Angelina and Brad's marriage? 5 hearts. Ooh. Ooh. That player card is very interesting in that position. So, how was it? So, Executioner, that's a very harsh energy. Magi. Okay, we have the example of Will and Jada Smith. That's all appearance. They were like the superpower couple. Everybody loves Will Smith. I mean, I barely know about Jada, but I love Will Smith. He's a great actor. Love his stuff. He has just a really nice energy. But his home life was just crap. It was just all appearance, and there's all kinds of weird manipulations and going on at home, and Jada's sleeping with basically a rapper and probably everybody, and Will is just taking it and swallowing it and going, "You're a powerful and independent woman even though you're married to me," like crap like that. So I don't know. Okay, reacting, let's read it. Reacting, executioner, player. Wow, this is the foundation of the marriage. Crossing is cut. Reacting, cutting, very powerfully, I'm going to leave you, and player. What I'm seeing here, the player he presents very well. He's a young guy, young woman. Jacks are neither male nor female. They present very well. Okay, it's all appearance. The foundation of this marriage was it's all appearance. And it could end at any time. There were constant threats that I'm going to leave you. That's constantly on the table. And they were constantly reacting to each other, beating each other up emotionally. I'm going to leave you. I'm going to leave you. And it's all appearance. 24, 29, 5 clubs. I have other options. So that marriage was built on appearance. They were a power couple. It lacked a foundation. Magi can be deceptive. He can be the magician. Okay, the most powerful energy in the deck is Magi. The second most powerful energy is Executioner. These are powerful people. These are very influential people. Sorry, I had some guy come into the door. I have a no soliciting sign on my door. I live right downtown, so the weirdest people come to my door, and I literally don't want to talk to any of them. And I'll just hide in my house. Anyway, so he actually didn't knock on the door, thank goodness. So it's all appearance. They have Magi can be kind of deceptive. Again, all appearance. So they're not like, player is the actor card, but Magi is even a more powerful manifestation of this same energy. So, and it was drudgery, the hard work, and here's honest man. Underneath we have Mother Earth, which is children. They have 6 kids, 3 of whom I think they had 3 together between Angie and Brad, and then they adopted 3. 1 girl from Ethiopia and 2 kids from Vietnam. And I'm not sure if it's 2 boys or a boy and a girl from Vietnam, but the girl is Ethiopian. So the children are really holding them together. And Brad says he was drinking during the relationship. If the relationship's really stressful and he wants to avoid conflict, maybe he's going to drink. That's a good escape. And he said the words he used were, "I was escaping." Water into wine. This is a drinking card. Drinking, reacting by drinking. Making decisions, people and events. Crossroads. That's such a weird card. Cross, hopes and fears for marriage. They're hoping for the marriage and all the money. So very materialistic. The outcome is 8 diamonds, cornucopia, abundance of all things. Money can buy everything. And the foundation here is acting, all appearance. And every second there's a tension that one or both is going to leave, okay? My narcissist was always leaving. She was always out the door, okay? And I'm a man, so my partner was a woman. She's always leaving, always threatening to leave, always doing terrible things. That's what this relationship was like. So that kind of screams narcissist to me. That screams maybe borderline personality or histrionic personality.
These are very, very strong energies. Very strong energies, really lacks foundation, and it's all about money. It was all about appearance and money, like some similar to the Jada Pinkett Smith and Will Smith marriage. Very, very appearance oriented. They're a powerful couple. So let's look at Brad and Angelina. Angelina accuses Brad of being abusive. He doesn't look abusive. I bet you anything Jennifer Aniston did not. And I think she came to his defense saying, he never abused me. I don't know what you're talking about. And nobody else that Brad was ever with said that he was physically or emotionally abusive. Only Angelina. It's just like Johnny Depp. Johnny was with the mother of his children for years and years and years, and she came to his defense and said, he never abused me. That's not Johnny. Johnny's not like that. Okay, and punching a cabinet is not punching her. So let's look at Brad and Angelina. Was he abusive to her physically, and or was she physically abusive to him? Because we gloss over that like it's not important if a woman abuses a man. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. She's a grown-ass adult. So, Brad and Angelina. Brad. Ooh, blockage. Reacting. Angelina. Escalating. Cornerstone. Ooh, there's the devil. Wow. We get the devil a lot for MM, Meghan Markle. And maybe the devil is actually the narcissist card. I don't know. Let's read Angie's side first, Angelina's side. Escalating on an ongoing basis, 9 and 11, 25 spades. We have a lot of fives. We have 4, if you count this 5, the hidden 5 spades. We have 4 fives represented. There's only 4 fives in the deck, but 2 of them are 5 spades. So the devil is willing to do anything. The devil will torture you any way she possibly can. And in this case, it's a woman. It's Angie. Like selling the vineyard to the competitor. And Brad says, she's only doing that to hurt me. Captain Obvious here agrees. Yes. She's only doing that to hurt you, bro. She'll do anything. Solid foundation. This can be a money card, but they both have so much money, which I think is why they joined together as a couple, because they both had so much money. They were equals in terms of fame and money. And I wouldn't... Well, Brad is slightly bigger now than Angelina, I would say. I would say he probably has a bit more money. But if she managed her money properly, then she will have as much money as him. She could actually have more if she properly managed the money that she got and didn't blow it, like making vials of blood with her husband and crap like that. So she'll do anything. She's definitely a free radical in this relationship. So what do we have over here? We have the only hearts we're seeing is on Brad's side. He's all about the family, but he was constantly reacting to issues, that King of Spades energy, like attacks, constantly reacting, 10, 16, 4 spades. He kept it all pushed down inside. Oh, this is killing me. I'll just drink. So there were a lot of, the problems are here in the back. The problems are here in the front. So actually it looks to me like Angelina is the cause of the problems. And Brad is like always reacting and pushing it down, 4 spades, like, oh my God, not again. It's like every day. Okay, so do I see violence? I don't see violence from either one of them. The devil will be violent, but there's nothing here for Brad that says he would be violent. And I don't think this is a violent relationship. I think it's an abusive relationship. I think it's an emotionally abusive relationship. But Angie is the one always starting everything. And Brad is just pushing it down and drinking. 10 diamonds and 2 diamonds. These are very good, very, very committed to the marriage and the inheritance and all that they have. But 3 spades, it adds 12, three spades, conflict. There's constant conflict. Angelina's always starting it, and Brad is just, swallowing it. But I don't see any violence from on either side. I don't see any violence. Is Angelina on a mission to destroy Brad's life? I mean, I actually love Brad Pitt. The first time I saw Brad Pitt, it was in that movie where he's the rancher. He's in like Montana or whatever, and the war starts. And oh God, I hated him. I just looked at him. I said, "Pretty boy, you can't act. There's no way you can act. There's just no way you can act. You're too pretty." And I said that to the TV screen that I was watching. But I love Brad Pitt now. Fight Club, all of his stuff. The one where he's old and becomes younger. I love that one. I love the stuff that he does, and he's not like playing on how handsome he is all the time. Like George Clooney, he's always the handsome guy. He's the dashing prince guy. I don't like that. Okay, Brad Pitt, he plays a lot better characters, much more interesting characters. And Angelina as well. She played Girl Interrupted, and I saw that. I loved her in that. Amazing. And since then, she's only played superheroes. This is a thumbs down, thumbs down. I don't love the superheroes. I love her in Girl Interrupted. She was amazing, and she won something for it. She won a big prize for that. So good on her. So is Angelina on a mission to destroy Brad's life? And the other girl who was in Girl Interrupted, she was caught stealing stuff from Beverly Hills. I love her. I love that girl. What a great actress. Love her. Winona Ryder. Love her. And Angelina, she really has acting chops. Great. Really great. They were both great in that film. So is Angelina on a mission to destroy Brad's life? 10 clubs. Working really hard at it. Oh, there's the 10. Well, on the surface, she's the aggrieved party, and she's Meghan Markle here. She is the victim. 14, 4 diamonds. She's on solid ground. She is working really hard. Hamster wheel is the hard work card, doing the same thing over and over. But she wants everybody to believe that she's the victim and she's right. Outside forces in the family, these things, they just happened. It's not her fault. She's not making things up. She's not on a vendetta or anything. It's for the family. 10 spades, 8 spades. She is just really upset. She's upset about the disastrous end to this relationship, and she's blaming. Scapegoat is the blaming card. And she'll just use anything. Women are much more global thinkers. She'll just use anything to get at Brad. Literally anything. Anything. 18, 22, 28, 35. 36 is 9 spades, 9 diamonds. Yeah, so she's just very upset, and this is how she's processing her anger and grief. She's very upset. So I would say she's working tirelessly to destroy him. Let's look at overall Brad and the kids. And there's 6 kids, so I don't know. It's, this is a very general kind of thing, but how is his relationship with the kids? Because always the proof is in the pudding. How is Brad's relationship with the kids? Okay, and there's 6 kids. I'm not going to throw 7 spreads of 3 or 7 single cards. That would just be confusing and overkill. So let's look at Brad and the kids. How is the relationship in general with his spoiled brat, ridiculously spoiled children who are all going to have trust funds. They're all going to be living on $5,000 a month, just out of the gate at 18, like, man, I don't have to work, and they're just going to have such a baseline of privilege that it's crazy. So Brad and the kid, how is their relationship? Brad, father, yeah, looks quite good. Kids, 10 spades. Ooh, oh, it's all underneath. There is some ugliness underneath. Queen of Spades it's all underneath the surface. Six hearts, six spades. A lot of selfishness and bad feelings and bad relationships there. Seven spades and king of spades. Uh, it's a he's not having a good relationship with these kids. It's kind of like official high tower and three blackbirds, 12 and conflict. They keep these kids, this is the environment they grew up in. It's all about how you present. Don't say anything negative to anybody in public about us or our family. And good on them. Okay, that's how it should be. Families should work together. And I really don't like people in families accusing each other. You should just solve it. Unless somebody's killing somebody else, you should just solve it yourselves. Okay, if you're Italians and you wave your hands and you throw dishes, then wave your hands and throw dishes. That's your business. And it's really no one else's business unless someone gets stabbed or shot or poisoned. That's kind of how I see it. I'm probably going to get a lot of disagreement on that. And I was a very, very abused child. Very, very much abused. And nobody helped me. So, I mean, I just think unless it's serious, you should just keep it in the family. And there are many things that you should not keep in the family. But we don't need all kinds of crazy laws. We just need the government to do its job when it needs to do its job, which it overwhelmingly does not do its job. And I worked for the government for 25 years, and anything the government does, they just suck at it. They just do a horrible, horrible job. So that's my 2 cents on that. High Tower and three blackbirds. It's, High Tower goes to the highest place. Brad and Angelina have just raised their children to the highest place. A couple of them are in acting already. And that's a great opportunity because the name, they're so famous. They definitely have a huge leg up in the business. What's over here with Brad? He's the dad, 20, 32. He's the dad. She's the mom. And he just deals with them as dad, and he tries to keep it very open. 32, 8 spades. But he's outside. So he's just trying to have a good relationship with his kids. The kids... It's terrible. On an ongoing basis, the feelings the family is just a wreck. Okay, I read on Oprah, and her personal relationships were just a train wreck. It's like she has no one in her life to actually love her. It's like she's basically paying people to love her. So the family is just a wreck. The family is a car crash. It couldn't be any worse amongst them. It couldn't be any worse. And he just tries to be dad and tries to be like, I'm dad, let's go have an ice cream. But it's really, really bad. The family is really bad. I wouldn't blame Brad here. I would just say just all that money and all that people watching, it's really bad. Really bad. Yeah, I'm just going to leave it at that. So let's leave it at that. Let's leave these out. All right. Let's leave these out. So let's recap. Okay. Was their marriage peaceful or rocky? Overwhelmingly, their marriage had very poor foundation. It was all about appearance, like Jada and Will Smith. Okay, Brad and Angelina. Was either one of them physically abusive? I don't think so. The cards did not show abuse, physical abuse, on Brad or Angelina's side. And interestingly, it showed Angelina as the devil energy. In the future position, Angelina was always starting it. It showed Brad with 5 spades. On the past position, he's always reacting to what Angelina's starting. So if anyone is the abuser in the relationship, I would say it's Angelina, but it's not physical abuse. Is Angelina on a mission to destroy Brad's life? She's just very upset. She doesn't know how to process her emotions, and she'll use anything to hurt him. So she's working really hard to hurt him. Brad and the kids, I actually don't blame Brad here. He really looks like he's just trying to be a good dad. I mean, this is good energy. He doesn't talk crap about Angelina. He just tries to keep it open. But the family is a car wreck. It's a train. It's a dumpster fire and a train wreck. That family. That's how I see it. I'm Joseph Magi, author of Playing Card Divination and Fortune Telling the Magi Method. Don't forget to like. Don't forget to subscribe and share if you